Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is Dow Welsh welcoming you to Make Your Own Headlines, sponsored by Gus Polinsky and the Kenosha Kickers and the letter C. So what's your favorite word? One of my favorite words is the word pithy. Pithy means concise and forcefully expressive. I think this podcast is a bit pithy because I try to make it concise and expressive. I also love a pithy t-shirt. Alan Jones is a startup investor, and he has often made pithy t-shirts just for himself. Earlier this year, he was wearing one that simply said, "You're on mute." Some people laughed and asked him where he got it, and he came up with an idea. He joined up with his t-shirt making company, and they made a plan to sell Alan's pithy thoughts on some shirts and raise some money for humanitarian aid. So far, they've raised about $3,500. In a recent article, Alan made an interesting comment about what we wear. He said this, "I could wear any sort of clothing, but I've chosen to wear this logo or brand literally millimeters from my heart." So, what shirt are you wearing right now? You wearing that Duke's Mayonnaise shirt you got for Christmas? The psalmist wrote this in Psalm 119, "Blessed are those who keep God's testimonies, who seek God with their whole heart." To seek something with your whole heart is to make it a priority. You're convinced that thing has an impact on who you are and how you do life. So, blessed and happy and fortunate is the man or woman or boy or girl that engages in God's testimonies from God's book, the Bible, with their whole heart. Midnight tonight starts a new year. Why don't you take this year and take the happy plunge of reading the Bible? And don't just read it. Someone once gave this pithy advice about the Bible. You will never read a better book, but you can learn to read the book better. How can you read it better? Well, read it like you want it to get into the smallest millimeters of your heart. Make that one of your headlines today. For more positive resources, check out hollandavenue.com and listen to the Holland Avenue Sermon Podcast on iTunes and subscribe to the Holland Avenue channel on YouTube.